senses. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep, flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the fed.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48. Built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Throwing, Jones. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They go play action here on first down.
Going right back to Wilson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Jones' throw pulled in by Kittle.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. Like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Jones now throwing on first down. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the 49ers have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Rodgers' throw finds its target. Dobbs finding space at the 40.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. The Packers had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Rodgers. Being chased out left.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 23. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. They go back to the ground with Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On the counter, here's Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. On third down, here's Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Fourth down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick here is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 31, Jones.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here, 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Rodgers.
That's complete to Dobbs. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Flashed the stick skills on that run, but then stopped shy of the 35.
70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the 3rd down.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Fourth down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call. They're opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Jones. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks him.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and that will keep the lead at 8.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for them, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A final shot before break. Jones gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he will be very close to a first. Down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Running right, Jones.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's a give to Jones running left. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
117 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And the Packers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers. So his great start to the season continues. He found the end zone time after time in the opener last week, and he does it again here in week 2.
And Brandon, we have a lot of coaches sell us week to week that there is no momentum, there is no carryover. Every game is its own entity. But after what we saw him do last week and now punching one in here, I'm starting to think...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Here's Jones, looking to throw on 2nd down. Gonna look deep for Wilson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers will take over possession here up at the 44.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. An inside give to Jones. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Rodgers. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 156 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point right down the middle, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones.
Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
From just shy of midfield, Jones.
That's caught. He finds Danny Gray.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 25 on second down, Jones. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Jones.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And this one is right through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Steps away to his left.
He's able to find Melton.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. A give to Jones.
He'll take this to the 46.
And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Rodgers.
Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Packers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones.
The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 1 now. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
To throw is Jones.
He's going to let it fly.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
On second down, McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Jones. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Now Jones.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field.
He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Jones. Caught. It's Wilson.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
On a huge mistake late. It's intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Charles, a heartbreaking way to lose this game. They got into position for that final play, had a decent look toward the end zone, but ultimately picked off, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, they gave themselves a great opportunity, didn't they? They'll replay that snap over and over, but sometimes you just have to give credit to the other side. Defense stood up in the final moment and came through with the interception.
So for the Packers, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.